All right, let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, Marnie, it seems like lately I find myself talking to my kids, telling them things that I wish I had known when I was their age.
Oh, 100%. I am constantly having that same conversation on the regular with Jet and Delilah. Quite often. I'm Marnie.
And I'm Megan.
And we're just trying to make it make sense.
So we're visiting about the things that we would like to save our kids from,
Yeah.
if we could help them from making some of our same mistakes.
Yeah.
But if you could go back in
Yeah.
time, what would you tell yester you?
Let's see. 15, 16 years old. Probably drive better.
Good one.
I sped too much. I got too many
By the grace of
tickets.
God,
Yeah, I mean, I flipped a car.
Marty.
I did all kind. I totaled the car. So definitely take more precautions in driving.
I had a head-on collision with a school bus.
Oh God. Yeah.
So okay,
driving.
drive better.
Yeah, drive better. The whole boys thing, know your boundaries, the cheating, the lying. Once they show their true colors, believe them. They're not changing for you, because 16-year-old you is not changing anybody.
That is so good.
Yeah.
And we are almost there with our kids.
Yeah. And then I think probably the third one is, and this really hit home, I think, as I got older, is just be where your feet are. Be present where you are. Like, if you're spending time with family, like with your parents, and they want to watch a movie with you and hang out with you, it's because they enjoy your company. So be there. Don't be at your phone.
How precious is that time? And our perspective of that, Marnie and I both, we've lost parents when we were young. My dad passed away when he was 50. I was 20 years old. My sister was 16, I think, when we lost my dad. So, I mean, I'm right there. I'm about to have an 18-year-old son, and my youngest is 10. I mean, I can't imagine not having more time with them.
How about you?
That. I don't know. You kind of touched on boys. I mean, I married my high school sweetheart. I was dating him when I was 15. I might tell my kids, like, maybe don't be so tied down. Maybe experience, learn what it is from, because I think there is, like, let's not get crazy. Like, if I could help them from making some really big mistakes and, like, being a little too out there, I would like that. But maybe a happy medium.
Date a little.
Yes, because there's things to learn from having relationships with other people, so maybe not be so tied down. And I don't know, like, try things. Like, I was always so safe in, this is what I'm good at, this is what I know, this is what I'll stick to. I didn't challenge myself a lot, you know, and I think I would like my kids to try more things. I mean, I really kind of wish I could have a redo, right?
Yeah, a lot of times. I really wish. It's kind of like a warning, like, hey, don't do that, or hey, you might want to consider doing this instead. I mean, kids can be brutal, and so for me, when it comes to my kids, it's more like, hey, I'm telling you this not to be mean or not to say you're doing it wrong, but because I love you so much, I'm trying to save you from the heartache.
If we could have saved ourselves,
100%
we're trying to spare our kids that same kind of
humiliation and heartbreak,
or just enduring things that are tough. If we can kind of be the safety net,
Lila would get irritated with me often because I'm like, did you remember deodorant? Do you have deodorant in your bag? Did you bring your body spray? Did you bring your wipes for after dance? Yes, Mom. Like
back off.
Yeah, and I'm like, look, I know you get sick of me, but trust me when I say, if you are ever thought of as stinky, you will carry that with you through high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess I am trying to save her from being that.
No, I can appreciate that. I think I do the same thing.
I think one last thing for me, and I don't know where you would fall on this or not. I wish I didn't want to grow up so fast. Ooh. Like, hurry and finish college, and hurry and get my first house, and hurry and like, I talk to parents now whose kids are like, yeah, I'm going to take a year off. So in between high school and college, they've saved their money, they've worked hard, and they're going to go travel with a group of 3 or 4 other 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. I mean, how fabulous would that be? Like, I went to college in San Marcos. I've never really left
so
here.
experience more,
Yeah.
like maybe allow yourself some time to
Because
experience
Lord knows,
more.
once you grow up and you do settle down and you have a job that's full-time and you have kids and you have marriages and all that, they're none of that. For me, when you say go back and try to save yourself, it would definitely be the boundaries. Boundaries that I would set for all the things, for friendships, for how I let boys treat me, how I let boyfriends, if I forgave one, I forgave 5 boys for cheating on me. That's a hard pass now.
Protecting your self-worth.
Yeah.
Like if you could teach them that's something that's tough to teach young because they don't know. I wish they knew what they're worth.
Yeah,
right? I wish
for
I
sure.
knew what I was worth when I was younger. Self-awareness in your boundaries. I do think, you're talking about relationships with boys, but also with your girlfriends.
For sure.
And knowing what you'll tolerate, knowing what you'll stand for, and
learning who you can trust.
Yes.
And what that looks like. When you know what you can bring to the table, you're okay with sitting there by yourself.
Just the lasting impact of our words and how they really can have a lifelong impression on people. I've heard the story of is like an analogy of a father-son. The dad takes the son out and shows him how to hammer a nail in a piece of wood.
Yeah.
And you hammer the nail in, and then you can take the nail out, but the hole is still there. And so I think that that's a really great analogy for that.
Yeah.
That what you say today can hurt a lot tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
all right, well, older Megan from older Marnie. So what are we going to talk about next week?
oh gosh. Well, this is a little touchy, but we're going to talk about spending habits.
Ooh, let's do that. And as usual, if you're out and about and you happen to see us, just shout "Mim's the word," and your next drink's on us. All right, bye guys.